Hi everyone, welcome back. Can you actually believe what this looked like a few months ago? Just a pile of weeds and dirt. Now it's full of loads of beautiful plants and lots of yummy vegetables. The left curvy border is really filling out now. I added some white climbing roses. This variety is called Iceberg. They are the same ones I have in my front garden, so if you haven't seen that video yet, check it out. It's been a very wet week here in Suffolk, and unfortunately the peonies have been bashed about and aren't looking their best. But on the other hand, I've added some geraniums, some gladias, and look at that colour, isn't that so vibrant? I added 5 of these, 3 in this bed and 2 in the bed opposite. Isn't this oriental poppy just so beautiful? I planted quite a few of these that were on sale a few months ago, I think in March, and wow, they have put on a show. I have a couple of these white salvias that weren't doing so well in the garden. They were being attacked by slugs. This pink peony has been in flower for ages and I love the smell of them. Just as I was filming, I caught a mole ruining my lawn. I've researched online how to get rid of them, and I found the most humane way are these little stakes that you put in the ground that emit a sonar that they don't like, so I'm going to try them. Other than that, the borders are really looking packed full of colour, and I actually like this sort of like yellow and white infusion I've got going on with dots of red about. It's really pretty actually. It's so nice having another garden and another place to, well, look after me really. The veg half of the allotment has seen a boom of growth in these last few weeks. In this bed I have sweet corn, potatoes and sunflowers. Can't really see through the netting because it's wet, but these are giant cabbages. In this little area, I'm waiting to find a nice bench. And my runner beans are starting to grow up the poles. And some of them are even starting to flower. That means I'm going to have loads of vegetables soon. I was worried this lettuce was going to get eaten to death by the slugs, but so far so good. I think it's because I planted it with the onions. And these are my purple runner beans. So that's going to be weird, isn't it? Have you ever seen purple ones before? I really have to get on top of the weeds. I managed to do a little section here and planted some parsnip that I grew from seed. Also with the parsnip are some leeks that I planted a couple of months ago. I'd honestly forgot I even had tomatoes planted in there. So when I was filming I discovered that they have grown really big, and look, there's a flower, which means I'm going to get a tomato. Yesterday I planted 16 salvias around the circle patio. Salvias are one of my favourite flowering plants. I love the colours and the smell of it, and the bees adore this one. The lawn seems to have taken quite well. This rain has been really good for that. A few months ago I planted these tiny peas, and after what seemed like forever, I'm finally getting lots of flowers. The soil I used to fill my raised bed has sunk a little bit, so I will have to top it up, but for now it's fine. Lots of things are in flower. This is catmint. I also have some dahlia tubers that I got for really cheap from the garden centre, and most of them are actually coming up. One of the best feelings in the world for me is having this image in your head and then portray it into a garden. and it's this living, breathing thing that you've created and you can enjoy, and all that hard work that you put into it finally pays off when the garden starts looking after you. I can't stress this enough, and I know I've already said it before, but gardening and being surrounded by nature is one of the best things that you can do to improve your mental health. Also, I've got some really good advice. If you've just moved to a new area and you're struggling to meet people, join the allotment list and get an allotment. You're bound to meet lots of other people. And most gardeners are some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. So that's all from me today. I hope you've enjoyed this little tour around the allotment, and as you can see, it's turning out beautifully and I'm really enjoying it here. So that's it from me today guys, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye!